Hello children. Today we're going to discuss the summary of poem 6 from your first flight book, and the name of the poem is Amanda, and it is written by Robin Klein. Robin Klein was born on 28 February 1936 in New South Wales, Australia. She wrote more than 40 books including Hating Ellison Ashley, Halfway Across the Galaxy and Turn Left, and Came Back to Show You I Could Fly. She left school at the age of 15 and did several jobs to establish herself as a writer. Klein is considered to be one of the most loved authors of Australia. So now let's discuss the central idea of the poem. Amanda is the poem of a young girl who does one thing after another, but she is instructed not to do so by the poet. So now let's look at the first stanza of the poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda, and sit up straight, Amanda. So in this stanza, the mother is instructing Amanda not to bite her nails because it is considered to be a bad habit. She even tells her to sit straight in right posture without bending her shoulders. In the next stanza, Amanda imagines herself to be sitting near a calm and small island. She wants to be the only resident of that beautiful green sea. She imagines herself like a mermaid who leads her life in a relaxing way. And in the third stanza, did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. So here her mother is inquiring about whether she had finished her homework or not. She has even inquired about whether she had cleaned her room or not. She was even instructed to clean her shoes. And in the next stanza, Amanda imagines herself to be an orphan who is roaming into the streets. It implies that had she been without parents, she would have wandered freely into the street. She is barefoot. She would have made designs on the soft dust with her bare feet quietly. In her opinion, silence is golden and freedom is the sweetest thing in the world. So in this poem, what we are finding that one stanza is about instructions given by Amanda's mother, and in another stanza, Amanda is thinking, her imaginations, what she's thinking about herself. So now let's look at the next stanza, where her mother says that don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So here Amanda's mother is instructing her not to eat chocolates. She is reminding Amanda about her pimples which she has due to eating chocolates. She even reminds her for not paying attention to what her mother says. And next to it, Amanda again lost in her thoughts. Now she imagines herself to be a Rapunzel, a character from a fairy tale, who lives in a tower, but Amanda does not care for anybody. She wants to live alone in a quiet and calm tower. She also tells that she will never let her hair down to anyone so that nobody could come to her in the tower. And in the last stanza, Amanda's mother wants her not to feel unhappy and disappointed. She should be more happy. Amanda is very moody. She is of unstable nature. Her mother tells her to remain cheerful, otherwise her mother will be blamed for harassing her. So we can say that it is the ardent desire of every child to enjoy the beauty of the dreamy world of childhood. The instructions given by the poet curtail her freedom. As the poet tells her not to eat chocolate, she considers it to be an interfere of her freedom. She only wants to remain in fantasy. Amanda does not want to grow up. She wants to remain a child now. So this was the poem. I hope you understood the poem very well. And now when you look at the questions of this poem, it will be very easy for you to answer them all.